and welcome to my channel. I'm Shannon and I love tumbling rocks and gemstones. I love everything about rocks and gemstones. And today I'm going to talk to you about tumbling green calcite. I mean, this is a really lovely stone. There's a lot of varieties in the calcite, in the color and the banding. And today I'm going to take you through the entire process of tumbling green calcite in a rotary tumbler from start to finish. So from rough to the polished, finished product. And at the end, I'll show you the timeline and the recipe that I used to get these results. So tumbling calcite it's a little bit more of an advanced tumble. But I just have a fondness for calcite because it comes in so many beautiful colors. It shines up really nicely, and it doesn't take as long to tumble as an agate or a jasper or quartz. It really only takes a couple of weeks as opposed to 6 to 8 weeks. So with calcite, I do use the dry polishing method. And if you haven't used that before, I do have a tutorial that will tell you all about how to do that and where to get the supplies, and I'll link that in the eye above. So, calcite, as I said, is a little more challenging because it's Mohs hardness 3. It's really delicate. I do need to check on it every other day at the most. Sometimes it's every day, depending on the particular batch of stones that I have. So, if you're curious about how I tumbled this piece of green calcite right here, then let's get started. Let me show you the rough. And I'm going to start today some green calcite. I've tumbled pink calcite before, but I really have a fondness for calcite. And I am going to try this lovely pale green calcite. And using my recipe before, maybe see if I can make some changes for the better, improve on the process. But this, if you haven't watched my videos before, calcite's a very soft stone and requires a lot of attention, like daily checks. But the finished product is really lovely. So I'm going to get that in the barrel right now. So this is the green calcite that's, believe it or not, been in coarse for 1 full week. And you see it's not shaped really heavily yet, and calcite's really soft. But the reason for this is because I had the barrel packed pretty tight, so they didn't have a lot of opportunity to bash against each other and shape each other. I'm okay with that to some extent. That means that I don't have to worry that these are going to grind away to nothing, but I may work on the positioning of these in the barrel so that we can move the process along. So, cause I don't think this one moved a lot in that barrel. So yeah, I may pull out a few pieces so that there is some more movement in there. But yeah, that's what it's looking like right now. And then on a side note with the green calcite, you can see here that the barrel is actually not all that full. But I did put ceramic media in this to cushion it. And you know what? I think this round I'm just going to leave that media out so that this has a better opportunity to roll around in the barrel and get some shape. This is the green calcite now after 3 days in rough since our last check. So, clearly the issue before was that I put too much ceramic media in the barrel and it didn't allow it to move around. However, something taking slower is not actually a problem because you're not ruining the stone or anything. But these are looking really good and nicely shaped now. And I am going to put them in the barrel then at medium for a couple of days. And Yeah, these are looking really super nice. Yeah. Yeah, just look at like the banding and that. All right, here we go. On to the medium stage. Here is the green calcite after 2 days in medium grit, and it is already much smoother than when the coarse left it. The surface it just feels a lot softer, and ooh, look at that piece. That's probably my favorite. So this, yeah, green calcite is really lovely. And so now I'm going to give it a good wash, and we'll get this in fine. And we'll probably do 2 days in fine and 2 days in extra fine before we go on to dry polish. But yeah, looking really nice. Excellent. Here is the green calcite after 2 days in fine grit, and oh, it feels so smooth. It is so beautiful. And this batch is looking so nice. I love these yellow streaks through some of the pieces. Really nice. And then many of them are banded with color. Looking so nice. Okay, I'm going to get these washed up really good and into extra fine for 2 days, and then on to dry polish. So I left the green calcite in extra fine for 3 days, just because I was busy yesterday and I knew extra fine wasn't going to wear it down too much. But man, these are like so smooth. They are so ready for polish. I'm really looking forward to seeing the finished product, but hopefully they'll look just as shiny as these wet ones right here. But I will give these a really good wash. And then, since these are going into dry polish, I have to set them out and make sure that they're completely dry before I put them in the corn cob and aluminum oxide polish mixture. All right. So the green calcite has been in dry polish for about a week and a half. And let's see how it goes. I pull one out of the polish, give it a little rinse in water, and a dry. Oh, wow. Look at that. So, well, yeah, that was about a week and a half. Really nice. Grab another piece. Rinse it off. Dry. Get all that polish residue off of it. And yeah, here we go. Nice and shiny. Yeah. So pretty. All right, so I'm going to wash these off all by hand, and I'll show you some more pictures of the finished product. you so much for joining me as I showed you my journey tumbling green calcite. And I hope it piqued your curiosity for tumbling calcite. I also had a tumbling pink calcite video if you're interested in that as well. I'll link that up in the eye above. But as I said, tumbling calcite is one of my favorites. It, does require a little bit more attention, but the results are really beautiful and the colors of calcite are really stunning. And, it's just one of my very favorites. So I hope I've piqued your curiosity and that you're ready to go out and get some calcite and tumble that on your own. And if you're interested in rock tumbling and you're a beginner or you haven't even started yet, then I do have an online course, Rock Tumbling 101, and I'll put the link to that in the description below, and I show you how to complete your first batch of stones, the supplies that you'll need, every single step. I video how to do everything so that you can produce your first batch of polished gemstones. And even if you were an experienced tumbler and you're interested in seeing how I tumble different types of gemstones, make sure to hit the subscribe button and you'll see whenever I post a new gemstone video. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon.